Hello friends, and welcome back to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. I have another very productive week to share with you guys. We're starting today's video with a recipe that I made. This is a recipe that I got from Jessica O'Donoghue, who is another YouTuber, and she is actually somebody that you guys recommended that I check out, and I love her cooking channel. She's the one that always calls her husband Bunky, and he always calls her Bunky. They're so cute together. But also, she just makes really good food. And this recipe is originally from the Pioneer Woman. So I will put a link to the original recipe, the original Pioneer Woman recipe, in the description box of this video, so you can go and check that out. I actually followed the recipe like exactly how she does it. I didn't make any changes to it for this video, but going forward, if I make this again, which I will because it is very yummy, I am going to make one change, and I'll tell you about that. It's a change that's going to happen towards the end of making the casserole. So I have this very special tool that I received from one of my viewers. Shout out to Miranda. I was so excited to get this. I had mentioned in a recent video that I was going to ask for this for Christmas, but now I don't have to because she gave it to me. She got it for me, and I am going to use it in today's video. It's amazing how fast I can shred cheese with this thing. Just watch and just wait and watch and see. So for this recipe, I need about 1.5 blocks of sharp cheddar cheese, and since I started shopping to save money and cooking, I realized that this is a better way to cheese. Like when you grate cheese yourself, it just works out better in recipes. It tastes better, the texture is better. In my opinion, it's just better. So I've been shredding cheese myself with this like grater that I had gotten at Target, and it worked just fine, but nothing compared to this guy. Look at this, you guys. Oops. Handle came off. I didn't quite have it on right. It wasn't like a fault of the product. That was me not putting it on right the first time. I fixed it that time and it was fine the rest of the time. But look at that. Look how fast I could shred all that cheese. It's so cool. I'll try to find a link to this product and add it to my Amazon storefront. So if you guys want to get one for yourselves, so you can just follow that, go to my Amazon storefront and follow the link for it. Like I said, it's so cool. I shredded 1.5 blocks super fast. And that's what my little pile of cheese looked like when I was all done. So I had 1/2 block left. So it's time to make the incredible sauce that goes with this pasta casserole dish. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the ground beef from the pan, and then I'm going to make my sauce right in the same pan with all of the beef drippings, which actually aren't that much because it was a very lean beef, but you're supposed to do that, and you're actually supposed to be making it in a Dutch oven, which I don't have, so I did have to modify it a little bit and just make the sauce in this pan, and then I'm going to stir everything together in the bowl, the big bowl, when it's done. So I've removed all the ground beef, and now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. I didn't have butter, I just had this like artificial butter, so I'm using that, but it turned out just fine. But you add the butter to the pan with the beef drippings, and then you melt over medium-high heat, and then you sprinkle in flour, and then you're supposed to whisk it constantly until it's lightly browned, so about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I believe this is called a roux, which I have never made before, so I was super nervous, but now that I've done it once, I'm like, oh yeah, I can so totally do this. So I started off by like using my spoon, and then remembered, oh, I'm supposed to switch to a whisk, so I do that in just a moment. So once you've cooked this for about 2 minutes to get rid of that like flour taste, then you slowly whisk in how many cups? 3 cups of whole milk. So that's what I'm doing here. Once that's all whisked together, you're supposed to let it thicken and bubble for about 5 minutes and then add in the spices. So I messed up a little bit. I added in all the spices and then I let it thicken and bubble for 5 minutes. So the spices I added was 1 tablespoon of mustard, and I used a Dijon. You can use, it said to use Dijon or yellow. 2 tablespoons of grilling seasoning, and 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. I think that's how you say it. So once that started to bubble and thicken up, I added the cheese that I had grated earlier, and I did reserve some of it for the top of the casserole. And going like in the future, I think I would actually just go ahead and shred both blocks of cheese so I had more for the topping, because there's a second cheese that she adds to the top, which I wasn't a fan of, and I would have just rather have had this sharp cheddar throughout the whole thing and not that second cheese, but we'll get there in just a moment. So this is the part you should be doing in a Dutch oven, which I don't have. So you combine the ingredients in a Dutch oven, the ground beef with the sauce that we just made and the pasta, and then you stir everything together. Jacob was a huge fan of this recipe, and he's a bit of a picky eater, not as picky as Logan, but he's a bit of a picky eater, so I was happy to find a recipe that he enjoyed so much. Before I add the casserole to my baking dish, I'm going to make the topping for the casserole, which is 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter melted, 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds, and 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And you guys, the sesame seeds really add a lot of flavor to this, so I would recommend not skipping that step. Okay, next we're going to combine everything into a large baking sheet. This is the largest one I had. I think it's a 13 by 9. And then we sprinkle the rest of the cheddar cheese on top. And then this is the part that I am going to skip if I make this dish again. She said to put 8 slices of this kind of cheese on here, like sliced American cheese. But personally, I felt like it didn't add anything to the recipe, and I didn't like the texture that it had in the dish. So what I would do next time is just do more of the cheddar cheese shredded instead of these slices, because personally I wasn't a fan of that. And finally, before putting it in the oven, we're going to sprinkle this delicious topping all over the top. Then we put it in the oven at 425 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. This was so good, you guys. In fact, I think I'm going to make it again this week, because like just watching this back makes me like I'm craving it. Like I want to make it again. It was so yummy. Hi friends, welcome back to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. Today is Wednesday, November 1st, and I'm exhausted in such a good way, in such an exciting way, because I was up until 1 a.m. printing off stickers that need to be cut today. I took a 1-hour break yesterday. Otherwise, after we did homeschool in the morning, and then I worked all day until 1 a.m. So that means things are going well. Before I go over my to-do list and all that, I'm gonna put my makeup on. So before I get my makeup going and my to-do list, let's go make some coffee. I'm gonna have a real cup of coffee today. No decaf, the full caffeine, everything. Sorry, I have the cutting machine going. I hope you can hear me. I have it going because I have so much cutting to do. I can't stop. I can't take a break. Jacob already came in early this morning and he cut all of this for me. So this was about half the cutting that needs to happen today. He got all of this done. I'm gonna do the other half, but let's go make some coffee. Okay, while I'm waiting for that to brew, I need to wash the dishes. I always, like, my plan is to always get the dishes washed before I go to bed at night. That way I can come down to a clean kitchen. But like I said, I worked in the office until 1, and after that I was like, I'm too tired to wash dishes, so I'll do it in the morning. So let me get these dishes washed while that brews. I'm so excited about this cup of coffee. I can't remember the last time I had a cup of coffee with caffeine in it. It's been a few weeks. Okay guys, so time for me to do my makeup. I'm going to do a little bit heavier makeup today than normal because I'm doing a Q&A video later today and I like to have my makeup, like more makeup on those days. I'm going to keep the cutting machine going just so I can stay productive. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. And then I also, what I want to do as I put my makeup on, I'm just going to share with you my to-do list for today. Here's today's to-do list. It's quite long. Yesterday's to-do list was short, but it took me all freaking day and into the night. I love it. I'm so excited. I feel like I was thinking last night, like, is this it? Is my busy season starting? Like, I feel like it might be. Let me get some more paper on the cutter, just a sec. Okay, before I go over today's to-do list, I just want to say I hope everyone had a happy Halloween. I ended up not passing out candy last night because I was working. So what I did instead is I just put it outside, a bowl of candy with a sign that said take one on a chair, one of my dining room chairs. And I checked it periodically throughout the night. I didn't put all the candy I had all at once. I actually ended up doing 3 different like dump outs of the candy into the bowl as the bowl emptied. And I never ran out of candy. I was so scared that somebody was just gonna like dump it all into their bag and not be honest, but I never ran out of candy, so it was a good situation. And then Logan had gone trick-or-treating with a friend of his. It's a new friend. He's been making a lot of new friends lately, which makes me so happy. So, you know, he's homeschooled, so there's always this struggle of socialization. And he goes to this club at our public library called Teen Space, where like teens can hang out. But it seems to be more like young teens. Like he's 12, he's not a teenager yet, but he's in 6th grade and you're allowed to start going once you're in 6th grade. So anywho, this is a friend from that club and I got to meet his mom last night and he seems like a really nice kid. So he's actually gonna be sleeping over tomorrow because they're off of school on Friday. Logan, poor Logan, he still has to do school on Friday with me because we don't exactly follow the same schedule that the school district follows, but his friend is off of school on Friday. Okay, so here is today's to-do list. Now, normally I only share my top 3 with you because my to-do lists are kind of long and ridiculous, and I try to just pick like the most important top 3 things that I want to accomplish in a day to share with you. But to be perfectly honest, today, I really want to get everything on my to-do list done. So I'm going to share it all with you today. Okay, I need to go to the post office. I need to drop off all the orders that I filled last night. So in addition to printing off stickers that needed to be cut today, I also filled orders. I feel like my blush is too heavy. Maybe just this side. I cannot see you guys. I'm so blind. Let me check my blush. Okay, I think it's okay. Maybe I'll go just put a little more on this side, even it out. Anyways, okay, so post office, Target, homeschool. I have a little list from Target that I need to pick up. I'm anxious to see how much it actually costs. I've budgeted I think like $50 to spend on miscellaneous expenses, I think. But I'm afraid my list might be more than that. It'll be interesting to see. I feel like things add up so fast. Expenses, you know, like I'm like, okay, I just need like 3 things from Target and then like it's boom, $75, you know. I'm gonna stick to my list. But anyways, Target, Logan has a doctor's appointment today in addition to doing homeschool with him. Besides work stuff, which I'll go over with you in a second, some things I want to get done around the house is before Logan's friend comes over for a sleepover tomorrow, I just always like to refresh my house before anybody comes. It's just like this habit that was instilled in me when I was a kid. Like before you have company, you have to clean the house. Not just clean the house, you have to frantically clean the house. That's how we do it in my family. I try to keep my house pretty like
picked up like every night before I go to bed, or if I can't do it at night because I'm too tired, I do it first thing in the morning. But I need to like sweep and mop and vacuum and dust. So I want to do that in my kitchen, dining room, and living room today, just so that we are ready for Logan's friend tomorrow, who probably won't even notice if my house is clean or not. Just this thing, I just gotta do it. I gotta clean it. I would also like to get all of the Halloween decor taken down today, and I really love the lights that we had in our front window, the Halloween lights. I just felt like it made our home feel so like warm and cozy and quaint. So what I decided to do, because we still have 2 big pumpkins in our front window, I decided not to cut them as jack-o'-lanterns because I wanted to keep them through November as like November decor. These 2 huge pumpkins that we had picked up at Sam's Club. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put white twinkle lights around my window and have those pumpkins next to my like plant that's always there. So I want to get those twinkle lights hung up after I get the Halloween decor taken down. That's going to be my November decor. Just like white twinkle lights, that's it. I watch all these like home decorating videos. I love them, but I'm like, I don't do anything like compared to what they do. So as far as work goes, I need to finish cutting the stickers from everything that I printed off last night. Like I said earlier, Jacob has already done half of that for me, so I need to do the other half. I'm going to fill those orders tonight so that I can get them to the post office tomorrow morning. I also need to film a Q&A for my YouTube channel, for this YouTube channel. So I did share my first divorce budget, and I said in there that I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to bring the Q&A back. Well, there are so many questions and so many great questions that I decided instead of doing Q&A at the end of next week's budgeting video, I'm just gonna make a video dedicated to that so I can answer some of the big things that are, you know, coming out at this point. I think as we go on, there'll be less questions, but right now there's a lot of questions. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Like, there's not so much to do, right? I love it. I love being busy. I love having stuff to do. I love feeling productive and accomplished. Like, it just makes me feel good. Not every day. Some days I just want to stay in bed and read a book. But most days I want to accomplish something. Okay, as soon as my makeup is done here, I can go do homeschool with Logan and then get going on this to-do list after homeschool. Hi, friends. So it's 8:30. I usually don't go to bed this early, but I am exhausted. Looking at my to-do list, I accomplished everything today except for taking down the Halloween lights, which I will do tomorrow, and filling the new orders. I started on them, but I didn't finish filling all the new orders. So here's my plan. I was going to work on that now. I just finished editing and uploading my budgeting after divorce budget Q&A. So I was going to continue working on orders until they were all filled and then go to bed, but I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go to bed now and hopefully wake up early enough and to get them done before homeschool starts tomorrow. We start homeschool at 11 a.m. Homeschool usually goes from 11 till 1 or 2 p.m. depending on how fast we're working that day. Okay guys, I will check back in with you tomorrow. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. So this is the first time I'm checking in with you guys. I think it's already 3 p.m. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. It's 3:01. So we have already finished school today. I've already been cleaning the house this morning. I've already started working on orders, but my goal right now over the next hour and 15 minutes approximately, I want to finish filling all the orders that I've been working on over the last couple of days. We're going to pick up Logan's friend for a sleepover tonight, and when we go to pick him up, he lives kind of near the post office where I drop off all the packages. So I thought this would be a really good opportunity for me to drop this off, like do 2 things at once, pick him up and drop off the packages. So that is the goal for the next hour. And then tonight, when I get back after picking him up, I'm doing a really easy dinner for the guys tonight. The boys, we're gonna do mac and cheese and chicken nuggets, super easy. And then I'm going to, I need to film, edit and upload a plan with me, and I need to start my January designs. They're coming out in 2 days and I haven't even picked patterns yet from Etsy. I'm hoping that I don't spend too much time picking patterns, because sometimes, like, guys, literally, like, I will spend hours like going through all the patterns available on Etsy and picking the best ones. So hopefully I don't spend too much time looking for patterns. I need to pick out 3 patterns for January, and I need to start those designs so that they're ready for this weekend sticker release. Okay, let's jump in and get these orders all filled. Guys, just checking in. It is 8 o'clock already, and I just finished my plan with me. I planned in the Live Rich planner in the small size this week. I had a special request to plan in this planner, so I thought that would be a fun video. So if you didn't see that video, you should go check it out. I need to edit and upload the video right now, and then I think what I'm going to do, 8 o'clock, I'm predicting it'll take me 2 hours to edit and upload it, and then I think I'll go to bed around 10 and then look for January patterns, like, while I'm in bed. Like, scroll through Etsy looking for January patterns and then start the new designs tomorrow. I think that will be the best option. Also, some new orders came in, so I'm gonna do those tomorrow. And I still need to take down the Halloween decor. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get this done and then I will check in with you tomorrow.
Could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should have told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed. You'll know, you'll know.
Hello friends, and happy Saturday. So it is almost 6 p.m. and I just finished all the new designs for the budgeting kits for January. I'm just going to show you a little quick one page of each design just so you can get like a feel for what they are. This first one is January 1, and oops, I almost said 123. We're now in 24, so it's 124. And it features these like blush colored like balloons and gold balloons, and it's so pretty. So that's January 124. Here is January 224. This is a solid blue kit. And then I love this one so much. January 324. It is a watercolor succulent kit. So pretty. Let me just show you the washi on this one. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that kit. Anyway, so that is it. Now what I need to do is I need to create a video where I share all the designs. So that video will come out before this video actually. So if you want to go and watch that video, it should already be up on my shop. Everything, all these kits are now available in the shop. Don't forget to use my discount code YouTube15 to save 15% on your order. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. So I will see you guys all again next week. Bye everyone.